Cashius, walk us through the three sacks in a row. What looks were they giving you? Was it something different, or how did you kind of manage to get those three in a row?
I was just, after the first one happened, I was starting to get, confident, within my pass rush. So, they threw it again. He had kind of oversetted me, so that gave me the inside lane to, just shoot the inside lane, and that's how I got the second one. And then after that, it was just like the third one. I was like, man, if they pass it, who knows? I was just in like a flow state at that point. So, and yeah, they threw it, and yeah. The rest is history, for real.
What were you thinking when you were laying on the ground after that third one?
I was tired. For real. Dayon came pressing on my chest. I'm like, hold on, bro. Let me get up. But yeah, no, I was really just tired. But yeah, no, I was definitely happy at the plays that I made, though, for sure.
Stay on the front row, right, Tony?
Similar to that, Cassius, 3 sacks in a game, never mind, like sometimes in the season, how hard it is to actually get home to the quarterback. How rewarding was that for you to kind of have it in succession like that?
It was definitely a rewarding feeling for sure. After, not getting a sack in the first game and honestly, the whole offseason, my whole journey that, I've taken up to this point, so it just felt really good to, have some of that hard work, some of them trials and those tribulations be able to pay off. So that's really how I was feeling.
Let's go middle right to Christy and then Alex.
Sorry to put you on the spot, but do you think there's like a cool name for having 3 sacks in a row? Could you think of anything, what to call it?
I mean, a cool name, I don't know, the triple sack game, I don't know. That's pretty bland, but I don't really know, honestly.
Wait, you said you were kind of like in a zone, kind of like, were you at all able to think like, hey, I single-handedly forced a punt? I mean, that's so rare.
Not necessarily, I'm just how I'm just wired, in my brain when I'm on the field is just, next play, just make sure, my alignment's right, assignment, make sure I got my assignment, know what I got to do, my, my job for the play, and just next play. So I was really just, it didn't even really hit me until, I was, on the sideline, everyone was hyping me up. So, yeah, that's really it.
Go to the left side to Alex and then Mark.
Brad suggested triple jack sack in the press box.
Oh, yeah, that's hard. That's hard. I like that one. Yeah, triple jack sack, yeah.
Anyway, what did you think of the way you guys executed on run defense today after last week?
I feel like, after last week, we had gave up, more running yards than, we felt like we should have gave up. So, the emphasis coming into practice this week was, to, just stop the run, reestablish the line of scrimmage. So, I feel like this game against, compared to last game, I feel like we definitely took that next step. Obviously, wasn't perfect. Obviously have areas for improvement, in every aspect as a defense, not just in the run, but every aspect. But I definitely feel like we took that next step this week as far as, run stopping.
Stay on the left side with Mark.
Cassius, have you ever had 3 sacks in a row in any game at any level, including PlayStation?
PlayStation, maybe, I don't know, maybe PlayStation, but in real life, like me personally, nah, not that I can remember. Maybe like a Little League game, but not that I can remember. No, that's probably the first time I ever had that happen to me.
All right, let's go to the right side of Jesus.
Cassius, what does it feel like to get 1 sack, much less to get 2 and then 3? Like, can you describe the emotion as Kyle feels going crazy for the first one and then just gets louder and louder?
Yeah, after I got the first one, it was just kind of like, next play. And then I got the second one. It was like, okay, hold on. Like I kind of started to feel myself a little bit. Like I said before, I kind of got. Only way I could describe it is like a flow state. So, and I just told myself in my head, like, if he throws it, like, I'm finna get home. Like I gotta get home. So he threw it. Then after I got home the third time, it was just like, I don't want to say I didn't believe it, but it was like dang, I really just did that. But it was definitely a good feeling for sure, though.
Right side front to Travis.
Is there one of the 3 that stands out to you as your favorite, or that you did something impressive to yourself?
Probably the second one. I feel like I just fried them. Fried turkey, honestly.
And can you describe flow state? What does that mean to you?
Just kind of like, where you're not necessarily like thinking about much. You just kind of, letting your body, do what your body does, and you kind of just, I guess, kind of like go off of just like pure instinct. So that's just kind of how I felt like once I got to play. It was just like, let's go. You feel me? So that's kind of what flow state is.
Got a question, right side middle.
When you're making big plays out there, what kind of connection do you feel to the 12th man, to the student body in the stands?
Yeah, definitely feel crazy connection. There's no other place like the 12th man in Kyle Field. So as I'm just making plays, I feel the energy from the 12th man and the fans and stuff like that, and I feel like I piggyback off of their energy, which causes I feel like allows me to have a better chance at making more plays, and just kind of it's kind of like a positive domino effect, if that makes sense.
Let's go back behind the lights to Donna and then Tyler.
Cashius, on Sam and Penda's fumble recovery, just looks like the whole defense going out there to celebrate. How cool is it to see some of the younger guys get some opportunities like that?
Yeah, man, Sam, that's my guy. It was crazy because Sam, he was talking to Coach Spence and stuff like that. He was just saying like, man, just keep me in, and then Sam's my guy, so I just know, he really wanted it. And so I looked at TJ Searcy, and I was like, man, if they put him in, watch, he gonna get home. And then boom, they put him in. I just hear the crowd go crazy, and I just see someone run with the ball. I'm like, I just know it was Sam. So that was really cool to see my guy, go out there and make a good play like that for sure.
Stay with Tyler.
Hey, Cashius, with the competition of the season, ramping up now, just how much confidence does do you have in the defense now with a performance like this?
Like I said, I feel like just from the last week to this week, we definitely have taken positive strides in the right direction. But obviously going into Notre Dame, last year, they had came here in our house and and beat us. So we're obviously feeling really confident, but it's kind of, I feel like the overall message is kind of like just this next game. We got a big game to go and play with Notre Dame, and we just gotta work on finishing. So I just feel like it's we're confident, but at the same time we're don't want to sit in the win for too long, so that way we can focus on Notre Dame.
Anything else? All right, you're done. Thanks.
Appreciate it.